everyone, welcome. I am Nicole Arrington coming to you from Helena, Montana with Big Sky Cards. And today I have a fabulous 3D cube card to share with you. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm using some retired Poinsettia Dies. Stampin' Up! Always seem to come out with a set of them every single year. So hopefully maybe this year they will again as well. But, you know. And then I have used some of the labels from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. So there we go. That's kind of what I've been using. Again, I am working really hard at cleaning things up out of my stashes. Clean those stashes up. So what I have is a piece of cardstock that is 8 inches by 8.5. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to score at 2. And this is on the 8. So this is lined, oh, no, I need it lined up at, no, on the, it's got to be 8 tall. Yes. Whew. This is some brain power on me. Okay, so on the 8 tall, I'm going to score at 2, 4, 6, okay, and then 8. But I just don't have enough room here, so I'm just going to turn it over and score at the 1/2 inch mark. But that would be 8. I know I can extend it, but there's not enough room to extend it. So I will score on the 1/2 inch mark. Okay, so I've got these 4 portions. Now, here I'm going to turn it sideways again, and I am going to cut 2 2-inch portions off. So I've cut that off. And that off. Thought it was quite clever, that. Alright, so here I go. Oh, that 1/2 inch is not scored very well. I thought that was so really clever that I could do all my scoring at one time, not have to do it multiple times. And then do 2 little cuts. Saves me some time. Alright, so I'm going to just fold all those in. Like so. Okay, and then here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and do kind of like a 45-degree cut. You don't have to be extremely precise because all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that onto that. And so that way nothing sticks out. I'm going to also do that with this. And I will also do another kind of 45-degree cut. Okay, and I'm going to do all my gluing here in just a second because I know it's a going theme here. I am holding on those score lines. Okay. Alright, push my trash aside and pull out my glue. Okay, and all I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue here and then close that up. Now while this kind of dries, I'm probably going to play with it, fiddle with it a little. See if I can get those slightly better alignment. Okay, so it'll do that. That doesn't seem very exciting yet, but it'll get there. Okay, so I do need them folding really nice, and so you might have to just slightly tweak your little score lines like you've seen me, because it deals with, we need them to go kind of both directions, and so if they're not, we need to just make that small slight adjustment. Okay. Alright, so now from here, I'm going to glue these onto this card. I'm just going to put that up front so that nobody sees it. So I'm just going to put my glue on there, lie that flat like that. Like that, and so you can see it's gonna just lie like that. Again, I need to go there, so I'm going to put my glue on this cube, this square, and align it accordingly. Oops. Okay, and then when I open it, I got this cool 3D cube design. Alright, now what I am going to do is I am going to take some DSP paper and I am going to put this on my cube. My little squares, they are 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And I think I've got 8 of them. And my thought had been, let's see, put one here. And I don't know for other people, but I do have a number of scraps, and this actually works quite well as of using up some of those kind of smaller pieces that I've got. And then my thought had been to take these last two and place them inside on the little square. Because I have... Actually, I don't know. I don't know that I want anything on those. So we'll see. We'll see how my decorating comes along. Okay. Now, I've got that. With this Poinsettia die set, there's also the stamp set, which I have kept because it was a really cool one. And it says, "May the magic and wonder bloom this holiday." And I am going to use that with Real Red ink. I'll stamp in Real Red on that. Put that away. I'm going to clean my sponge or my stamp off with my stamp chamois before I get in any other trouble. Okay, so I did a lot of pre-cutting. These are all stamp or die cut in real red. And I'm going to create. Okay. And then I cut a little gray center for the poinsettia. And my thought had been I would take my Stella and I glitter up that center. And this was something slate. Smoky slate. Okay. Let's see if I can get it to... Can't see the glitter. Oh, there we go. So we've got some of that going on. And I am going to bring that Stella back for a couple of these other things. I also have some of these berry branches, and I thought on each of these I would Stella the little berries, so they had a little shimmer on the card. I know you won't be able to necessarily see that in the video, but I mean, who doesn't like a little bit of extra glimmer? So I'm just going to do that while my Stella's out. There we go. Almost done. Okay. And I'll just kind of set those up there to dry. Alright. Next, I think I'm going to glue this down. Okay, and that's going to go right here on my card. Now, here's the true, I'm just going to push those down. Here's the true problem. How do I get those to stay on there? I mean, that's my good question. Here you go. I have a million of these lying around. I throw these away because you just get so many when you get them and you have them all over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, I'm going to cut a 1-inch piece, and then, maybe I want 1.5. Let's go with 1.5. I'm going to cut 2 1.5 inches pieces. Set them up there. These you're going to fold in half. Okay. And then with the folded portion, you're going to just place it right here on the card. And you're going to put them almost butt to butt. You're going to butt them together. Like so, because even with them glued, they'll stay together. Alright, and then I can put my glue right here on this and this, and I can put my little sentiment here. just like that. And I got to make sure that those close, and so we're still good. And then that'll still open because of how those sit. All right, so let me just set that aside. I want to assemble my little poinsettias. Okay, I think I got one extra. And then, let's see, what was I going to do? Got that. I know, big. So I think I was going to assemble like that. So I'm going to get that in. Oh, shoot. Ha! You came apart. And then I'll put that in like that. And then I'll just... Ooh, and I think I'm just going to put that there. So it's coming out right up here, and I'll put a little poinsettia like that there. Oops, I need that to be in. And on this side, kind of gotta do the same right up there. Get those glued together, and those glued like that. And then my little poinsettia again can go there. Oh, look, I got a spare branch. Never know what I'll do with that. All right, and then it's gonna have this one right here. And I am putting the glue here on this square so that I don't do anything wrong. And it comes out looking like that, but that guy's just so blank. I thought he needed a little pizzazz or two. Ooh, and I got a spare one of those, so I could even really pizzazz it up. All right, so I get, it comes out just like that, okay? And it'll sit like that, but it'll come out in the card, it'll fold up like that, and yet it looks so cool. I mean, look at that. And then that's what it looks like from the top, and you have this space back here to write your card. Isn't that so cool? And that's, oops. That's kind of how it looks from all the sides. Isn't that amazing? Oops, let me throw that down. I just find these so amazing. Like, look at that. I mean, it's just so wonderful. And I wish the cameras were, I could get like 3,000 different directions for the camera so you could just see them all directions, but isn't that amazing? But I do think I need a little something. I need something on those. Oh, here we go. Found it. We're going to use some sequins. You buy one container of them, and you have them for life. Alright. Whole bunch. Ooh, those are cool. Alright, I got these little stars. I'll go ahead and use them. But I am going to take my Take-A-Pick tool. Alright. So, it just needs a little something. Alright, now that one's in place, I can do that. Bring those both down, get a little pick one of those up. Okay, here's where like the #1 most useful thing the Take-A-Pick tool is for. Is picking up these darn sequins and getting them in the right spot. I mean, if you don't have it for anything else, that is what you should use them for. Alright, there we go. Now, oh. Now I got sequins everywhere. Oh well. Why are they so staticky? Go in your home. Home. Home sequins. Home. Okay. There we go. Well. There. That just finishes it. Finishes off those. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like any of the items I have demonstrated here for you tonight, you can see my online shopping list. Those are directly below, as well as the dimensions of everything that I used on this card. And you can please shop at my online site, which that link is provided below. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them in the comment section, or you can email me at bigskycards@gmail.com. If you would like to order this as a card kit because, you know, you are a fabulous crafter, but you just don't have the time to put it all together, you can check out my website, bigskycards.com, where you could buy this as a card kit, and it comes ready for you to just assemble. You just need glue. Everything is cut, die cut, stamped, punched, scored. There might be a little bit of coloring, not in this kit, or some cutting, but those would be given in the details. So if you would be interested in any of that, please check out my website, bigskycards.com. Otherwise, have a fabulous time crafting, and I hope this inspired you to make more cards. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.